Everybody, nice to see you once again on this video. Are you confused about how days supply works in SAP MRP? Don't worry. In this video, I will break it down with a simple example and show how SAP calculates how long your stock will exist. Whether you are an SAP beginner or just brushing up your knowledge, you will walk away with a clear understanding on this. Let's dive in. So, MRP evaluation, day supply. So what is stock day supply without receipt? So there are two things that I'm going to cover here. So first is day supply without receipt and second one will be with receipt. Okay. So what is without receipt? So during MRP planning, uh, when the system calculates the day supply, here it will consider the stock. It will only consider the stock. Plus, it will consider what are all the issues that we have to do and how long that this stock will help to cater the requirement. That is what is given in a number as a days. So it refers to the number of calendar days the current available stock, which is our hand inventory, will last to cater the existing issue elements. So the issues can be like you can have a stock transfer order or you can have a sales order without considering any future incoming receipts. When I say incoming receipts, it can be purchase requisition, purchase orders, production order, which will bring and increase your stock. So they are not considered here. The best use case here will be for the planners. This helps to understand how long the stock will exist. Only considering the stock and the demand, how long this will exist, and this will help them to do the emergency planning also. And if there is any potential risks, that can also be considered here to be ruled out or mitigate those risks. Okay, so we will get into the example now. So here, if you see here, what I have done is I have prepared one example. I will explain you with that example. Uh, Here you can see in the top portion, we have the stock requirement list. This is from the MD07 I have just taken. This is a collective requirement list part. And then the bottom one, you can see here, it is an MD04 screenshot. It talks about for this particular material, what is the plant stock and what is the issues, etc. Here you can see that there is no stock here. And then on 25/12/2024, there is a customer order for some 100 quantity and it becomes negative. That means on 25/12 itself, this stock is becoming negative. Okay. Now, what is the difference between the current date to the short when it has becoming shortage? Since this day is in past, so that is why it is showing you negative. In case if it was, let's say, if it is in uh, 10th of June, then what it would have shown is okay, you will become negative by 10th of June, like that. Okay. So here system tries to understand the difference and it will tell you, okay, how long the stock will exist. So if you try to see, it is negative because you have a 9th May today and the shortage is from 25th December. If it does at max, it gives you 135. 136 is coming because system also considers 25th, that day also as a um, day to be considered for the days receipt. Okay, so this is a simple way for us to understand here. Okay, this in this case you can see system will not consider any receipt. That is why this is called as stock day supply without receipts. Okay, you can try to take one of your use case in your system and you can try to check it across and do it. Okay. I will also show where the configuration for this is there. Okay, if you go to this path, which is like production, material requirements planning, evaluation, and then define receipt elements for receipt days of supply, there you see this configuration. Okay. Here you can see, since we are talking about without receipts, there is one configuration whether you wanted to consider the safety stock or it should be a physical stock. So once the safety stock becomes shortage, should we consider that, or we have to consider until the physical shortage. So you have to do this configuration here. If you leave it blank, it will look for the safety stock. In case if you keep a physical stock storage here, if you maintain it one, then system will try to look until the physical stock becomes a negative or zero. Okay. Uh, I have a small working example for us to understand this one. So in the first case, I am showing you with safety stock. So this you can consider this equivalent to our MD04 screen. So let's say we have a stock of 1000 and then we have a safety stock of 200. So generally what system does is it will for planning it will consider only 800 because safety stock is not considered. And if you have some sales orders, let's say we want to give on 10th June, on 11th June, then you can see after 11th June, if there is some demand, it will fall down. So that 11th June will be considered as it will, I mean, once it falls down at that point, it will say, okay, if the 11th June is the day when the stock becomes zero, it will go below the safety stock here. Okay. So our safety stock should be 200. So what it will do is on 11th June, this stock, the available stock will become less than 200. So it will consider the 11th June, and if you consider 9th May to 11th June, then it is 33 days. Here you can see this is considering the safety stock. Okay. Now without safety stock means, let's assume that we have the stock of 1000, and then even though if we had a safety stock as a line item here, when the stock physically goes down, see we have 1000 quantity. So on 10th, 11th, 12th, there are sales orders for which you have to cater the requirement, and on 13th June, it is going as a negative. Okay, so system will calculate the difference. Okay, from today, which is let's say it's 9th May till 13th June, there are 35 days. That means system is giving an indicator to the planner saying that boss, you still have 35 days, so that in case if you want to arrange something, you will be able to arrange. So this is all about days supply, okay, especially without receipts. Now the second part of this will be how do we do considering some receipts. Okay, so when I say receipts, so a system can have different types of receipts, right? Like purchase order, production order, all these are considered to be as receipts. Okay, so that is why we are going to see that. So I'm just going to the slide here. So here you can see in the same MD07. So first one was stock day supply. Then there are two receipt days supply. Okay. So you can see there is first RDS and then there is a second RDS also. Okay. Now what is the difference between first and second? So what system is giving you the option is you can configure inside the system. Okay. So I will show you what is the configuration. So you can configure inside the system which are all you want to consider for first day supply and which you have to consider for second day supply, or you have to consider for both days of supply. Okay, so you can configure it based on that. System will calculate it here. Okay, here it is both are same because I have marked X for everywhere, but in case if you wanted to do that, you will be able to do that. So another simple way of for you to show it in representation here is, so you make a setting like this. Okay, so what does it mean? So production order, planned order is available for both days of supply, for day one supply and also for receipt day supply 2 also. Wherever is X, that is considered for both days. Let's say the purchase order, shipping notification, all those things are only considered in the days one. So when you see something in days 2, you will not be able to see that. Okay, like that you can see shipping notification. I said okay, it is only in day 2, and then receipts reservation. I said only in day 2. But if you see for firmed purchase in QM inspection lot, this is available in both the places. Okay, so this will help you based on this configuration. System will calculate you this first receipt day supply and second receipt day supply. Okay, so this will help the planners to plan it better. Okay, uh, so these are the pointers. So I like to wrap on the day supply in SAP MRP. Now you know how to calculate it and why it is such a critical metric for planning and avoiding any stockouts. Many of them are not utilizing this functionality fully, but even if your MRP is currently running, you need not do anything. You just need to go and see the day supply and start utilizing this. Okay. In case if you have found this video useful, just give a thumbs up. And if you have got any questions or you want me to cover any other topic on MRP, please drop a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.